God. Okay, so yeah, on the wait. So yeah, on the weekly time frame, like we are currently in option. We are currently in option. Yeah. So basically, what the hell? Okay, we have been creating highs and breaking our previous lows. Creating highs, creating highs, breaking previous lows, breaking highs, breaking highs, creating what the fuck? Creating highs, breaking previous lows. Yeah. So yeah. So basically on the weekly time frame, we are on an uptrend. We're like the first touch, second touch over here. Let me just clone that trend line and just put it over here. So basically from the weekly time frame, what I'm actually seeing, I'm seeing the possibility of the market to come, give us like the third touch probably, then drop somewhere around this level because we haven't really retested this level yet. That is like what I have on the weekly time frame, and there is also possibility, okay, that the market may just break. Okay, it has already broken the shanties over here. Break, give us that, and now retest and push it outside. So basically, let me just go to the daily time frame, and let us start what we have. Let us start what we have in the daily time frame. Let us start what we have. So basically, the market is here. Give it the first touch, push it outside. Give it the second touch. Give us. I mean, yeah, you can regard this thing as a double drop, and like the way. Plus again, so basically, let me just say there was a structure here. There was a structure here. The market came and retested the structure in a corrective form. Yeah, in a corrective form. So basically, we had an impulse to the downside. This whole thing is corrective, and then we got the break. We got the retest after getting the break, then we pushed to the downside, and we went for the second touch of the trend line, which is also a double bottom, which is also a double bottom. Then we went to the upside, created a new high, broke to the downside, give us like we had like a triple bottom. Oh, you can even say like yeah, let me just say the triple bottom, first touch, second touch, and third touch. And the market, we consolidated a bit here. We consolidated a bit here. Yeah. So Chung, it will be visible on the 4 hour on the 4 hour time frame. Let me go 4 hours. So yeah, we consolidated a bit over there. We consolidated here for like a couple of hours, maybe 8 to 12 hours. Then we broke out of it, out of the consolidation. Then we came back to retest that resistance, and we've been pushing to the upside ever since. So that's what I have on the daily. That's what I have on the daily. So let me just mark my support and resistance. So basically, I mean, we retested this level. So yeah, even though we didn't really get like a retest, like a deeper retest. Damn, what the fuck? A deeper retest. We retested that level. So basically, what I'm going to be looking at currently, we have like a high, like last week's high over here. We haven't really broken, like we haven't really like violated the structure. We haven't really violated the structure. So you're gonna wait and see. Actually, you're gonna like your wait and see, okay, what's going to happen when the market reaches that level. And on the let me just hop onto the Fowley structure and just go to the Fowley structure and the 4 hour structure. So basically on the 4 hour structure, so the market is here. This was the correction. It is a corrective form. Yeah, it is in a corrective uh, form. Yeah, the nature is corrective over here. Then we get the break. We came and retested the structure, aka we also formed like a double bottom over here. We pushed to the upside. This whole thing was a correction. Then we broke out of it, but then we never really got like at the retest. We didn't get the retest of any level. This level was never retested. So was this level. So basically, yeah, this one is yeah. This one was retested. So even on the 4 hourly structure, we are on an option impulse correction, then impulse, then now we just have like minor correction. But if you look at this thing, just look at this thing. This whole thing is corrective. It's corrective. This whole thing is corrective. And we got the break. We got the break. and went for a double top over there. Got the break, went for double top over there, but then the market failed to break this low, So basically right now, let me just do the trend thing. Okay, I have the first touch over here. Second, I don't really use trend lines a lot, so yeah. I have a first touch, second touch, third touch. So yeah, let me just clone it and create a proper trend, and just create a proper trend. And you can see that, okay, the market is here. Basically give us the touch, the first touch, bar, broke below, give us the retest, somewhere over here. It is clear on the hourly time frame of 15 minutes. Broke to the downside, correction, yeah. And we've been like in a corrective nature. We've been in corrective nature before. Yeah, we were in a corrective nature before we go to the downside. So basically what I have, I mean, I don't see the need for me to like have that trend over there, even this trend over there. So I'm just gonna remove it. Now we're gonna look at the price action, gonna look at what is current, like the structure that we currently have. So basically our recent low, this is our recent low. I'm marking this low because okay, basically okay, this is what happened. This whole thing was corrective. Okay, let me just draw the trend lines so that you guys can properly see this whole shandies. This thing, I don't know its name. I think it's called like a rising wedge or something. Yeah, it is a rising wedge. Yeah, it is a rising wedge. This thing is a rising wedge. So we got the break, right? We got the break, and then we went. I mean, you can call this thing a retest. You can call this thing a retest. We got the break, we went for the retest, but then we really failed to break this low over here. Instead, we got like the retest of the structure of this resistance over here. We got the retest of this resistance over here. I remember that's when took a buy last week. Yeah, took a buy last week somewhere over here. And so basically, yeah, you'll see on the 1 hour on the 1 hour time frame. So I remember took a buy over here. Like we got the break, we got the retest. I think the retest was somewhere over here. So market came for double bottom. Over here. You will see on the let me just go to 15 minutes. You see on the 15 minutes that we got the double bottom over there. Actually, we didn't we got like a triple bottom or focal bottom or whatever you guys would call it. So basically, you got the break, the retest. This was the first bottom. I remember it took an inch over here. No, I think yeah, it took an inch over here. Yeah, and we got like the first double bottom, first bottom, second bottom. Okay, we can say this was our third bottom. So yeah, let me just go to 4 hours and let's see what we can expect. Let's see what we can expect. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove this, and I'm also gonna remove that. So basically, I'm gonna be looking for sales. I also told we have this thing over here, the structure which is corrective and stuff. And usually when we break out of like this thing, a wedge or whatever, we expecting like the market to complete the 90% rule of that correction, which is somewhere over here, So basically, I'm going to be looking for sales if we break this structure. If we break this structure, I'm going to be looking for sales. So if it's like break like this low, I'm not going to be looking for sales anytime soon. Let's say it happens that the market on market open drops and breaks this and break this low. I'm gonna be looking for retest and then further push to the downside. Probably this structure, but then I'll be targeting this high first. Then gonna look for retest again. Yeah, continuation to the downside. So this is what I have on the sell side. And again, we have this high over here. I'm gonna mark this thing. We have this high over here. This is where we might get like a double chop. This is where we might get the double chop. Let me just mark this high again. We might get the retest of the structure. We might get the retest for further push to the down, further push to the outside. So I'm just gonna go to the 1 hour time frame and see what we have. what we have. So let me just remove this. Basically, since okay, we broke out with this thing, but they never retested the structure and retested the structure, I'm gonna put my trend line over here. I'm gonna put my trend line over here. Now this is where things get interesting. This is where things get interesting. Look at how market is approaching this level over here. So basically, got like a double bottom bar. You can say we are in a corrective what is this thing corrective nature. We are approaching the structure in corrective nature. So there is a possibility of us to see like what? There is a possibility of us to see cells. There is a possibility of us to see cells. So this is what I have. I have like a rising wedge over there. I have rising wedge over there. So since you're now approaching this, I'm not gonna say, okay, let's look for cells when the market gets here. No. I'm gonna say let's look for cells when the market gets here. What I'm simply gonna do, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just simply gonna wait for the break of this low over here. I'm just gonna wait for the break of this low. So let me just put text. So I'm just gonna wait for the. This is the 1 hour low. 1H low. 1H low. Wait to everyone. Okay, yeah. So this is my 1H low, and again we also have this low over here. We also have this low over here, which is our 4 hour. Yeah, it is our 4 hour low. 4H low. Basically, what I'm going to be looking at currently, what I'm going to be looking at, okay, basically, if you break this low, then I'm gonna be looking for the retest of the structure, then taking a nice sell from that level to this level over here. Then we'll see, okay, how the market approaches the structure. If okay, market approaches the structure in a correct form, then we might be looking for buys. Okay, this thing, it'll be for me like, what is this thing? A double bottom, then break, retest, yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna be looking for sales. Basically, like at this point, I'm not going to be looking for buys. To be honest, I'm not going to look for buys. Even if you break the structure, we might get the retest push to the upside, but then I'm not going to look for buys. Even though if I say okay, unless if I see market, if the market okay creates like a nice structure tomorrow, even the difference doing yeah, damn. Okay, so basically, yeah, I'm not gonna be looking for buys. I know, okay, if we break this thing, we might get the retest and push to the upside, but then I'm only going to be looking for buys if I get like a nice structure tomorrow. So currently, I'm gonna be looking for sellers if we break this thing. I think it's about 120 pips. Let me check. Damn, it's 200 pips, 212 pips. So basically, if we break this low, I'm gonna be looking for the retest and then push to the downside. So yeah, that is my take on this day. Let me check if I'm okay. I mean, you can also use like the people who use trend lines and stuff. You can say power first touch, second touch. I mean, I feel like it is the same thing though. I mean, Papa. Some people, the people who use trend lines, are gonna be looking for okay, let's say Papa happens to get the double top, they're gonna be looking for retest somewhere over here. But then, guys, remember this thing can change. This thing can if okay, we also experience something like this. So I'm always gonna be looking for lows. If such when the market violates our lows, I'm gonna be looking for the retest, then a drop to the downside. Retest, then drop to the downside. The biases that which bias are we on new steady right now? We are currently neutral. So we are currently neutral, but then we're more focused on sales rather than buys. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be looking for on USD. So basically, let's say if it happens that we get something like this, I'm gonna be looking for a low to be violated. After a low gets violated, I'm gonna be looking for the retest of it. Then on that level, we have like strategies for entries. So that doesn't mean now you got the break. Now I mean this thing can be like what is this thing? A false breakout. It can be like a false breakout. So even though we get the break, we're gonna use a strategy to can look for like whatever confirmation, whatever you guys call it. Okay. Then I'm gonna be looking for a nice setup from that level, from this level up until this 4 hour low over here. But then if it happens that the market goes to the upside and then breaks, let's say if the market doesn't create any lows, or doesn't retraces, or if it doesn't retrace, yeah, whatever. If it doesn't retrace, you might get biased, but then I'm not gonna be taking any bias in real estate unless if I see like a proper structure for it. I mean, this thing is a proper structure. Some people can be, I mean, most people can be looking for, whatever. Can look for bias. Yeah, can look for bias. We can break them, the retest, yeah, whatever. We can bar over there, like first touch, second touch, third touch, yeah. So now I'm only going to be looking for sales if I break this low, or if the market creates another low and violate that low. Yeah, that's it. Zoom is telling us, oh, too clear. Yeah. Thank you, Pinchy. Yeah, too clear. Yeah, to the moon. So yeah, this is what I have on News Daily. So this is what I have on News Daily. I mean, there is also possibility to find ourselves in a consolidation over here, So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I don't think I'm gonna analyze this 100. No, I'm not gonna analyze. Who's talking? Come on, do you guys have questions? Do you guys have questions? Do you guys have questions? Let me tell. Do you guys have questions? Okay. So yeah, that's my take on USD.